3D printed crossbow bolt versus real. Which one is better? Let's find out.
Ballistabat reverse crossbow. This crossbow can shoot 13-inch bolts at over 420 feet per second.
Okay, we're taking this first shot from about 10 yards and we're gonna see how fast the real bolts shoot compared to the 3D printed bolts. So we have a really good grouping there. It's a little bit windy and I think I pulled a couple shots, but overall it looks pretty decent. 3D printed bolts, and I think these are probably going to be a lot less accurate. Okay, now for the 3D printed arrows. Left target is going to be shot with the real bolt. The right target is going to be shot with the 3D printed bolt. I think the 3D printed bolt will kind of just deflect and shatter, but if we hit it perfectly, it might go in a couple inches. So first shot now with the real bolt. It's so freaking cold out here. Real bolt versus drywall at 10 yards. Looks good. Now for the 3D printed bolt on the right target. And I think it broke. I think it broke on impact, but let's just see what happened. So this is the real bolt and this is the 3D printed bolt. And you can see here, we actually got some good penetration, and I think the fletching just broke off when it hit this hard surface. So I'm gonna try to pry this box back a little bit. Wow, okay. So that's probably about 7 inches of penetration there. And then this arrow got a little bit more penetration with it. And I'll measure that, but I think that's about 10 inches right there.
So comparing these two arrows, we have about 9 inches of penetration with the real bolt, and we have about 6 3/4 inches of penetration with the 3D printed bolt.
Okay, for this last test, we're taking 3 shots. The first 3 shots will be with the real bolts. The last 3 shots will be with the 3D printed bolts. We're just going to be testing for accuracy right now. Okay, now for the 3D printed arrows. So it looks like we have a 13-inch grouping with the 3D printed arrows, a 1.5-inch grouping with the real arrows. The real bolt performed better at almost every test. However, the 3D printed bolt was much cheaper. If you ever